Hi everyone and welcome to this new video. In this video I want to announce that I'm opening up a Patreon so that all of you who want to support my work, who care about my work and who learn through my work and are willing to support me, now you can do it. And in this video I'm going to explain what I'm going to offer for Patreon subscribers. So what's going to be my approach with Patreon? So basically, in order to support my activity here on YouTube, I decided to open up a Patreon page. This is because it takes a lot of effort to make my videos. I make them to teach. I do not make them to entertain. I make them to create added value. So that if you want to learn about computer science, programming, or cybersecurity, here I hope you learn something. I hope you are introduced to cool ideas, and I want to continue to do it in the future. I want to do it even more, actually. So I was thinking, what is a cool way that I can obtain some support while still giving back? And so I thought of this. I'm gonna offer a single tier for €5 per month. And if you choose to subscribe to this, you get two benefits. The first one is you get faster access to new videos, because sometimes I upload a lot of videos, but I do not upload them publicly, all of them, because I don't want to mess with YouTube algorithm. I just put like one per week or something like that. So in this case, if you are subscribed, you get access to the videos as soon as they are ready. So this is the first benefit. The second benefit, which in my opinion is the cooler one, is actually access to a private Git server, which is hosted at git.extamp.sh. And actually, I'm gonna show how it looks like right now. So if you go into this website, git.extamp.sh, you get this. Now, this is a slightly modified git deployment. So extamps git, and we find the main content that I want to offer within this repository, within this Git server actually. So configuration files, so .files for the software that I use daily, such as Emacs, i3, Linux related tools, Bird Suite, everything that I use within my work life. Code, so scripts, program, proof of concepts that I developed both for my own personal learning as well as for YouTube videos. If I have to prepare a video on the Linux kernel, maybe I'm gonna write some script, well, you can find everything in here. Study notes, so generally study notes related to what I study, once again for my own personal learning and also for my YouTube content. And finally, certification material. So currently there is the material for the OSCP and the BSCP certification. Now the OSCP certification, the material is also present publicly on GitHub, while for the BSCP, I do not put it publicly on GitHub, so for the BSCP, you only have to access this Git server, so it's only available through this Git server. So certification material including notes, cheat sheets, checklist, and other stuff like this. And on this matter, by the way, I also want to get your feedback on the matter. Do you like this idea? I think it's a cool trade-off between getting something back and still giving something more. Because, of course, with my videos, I don't make much with respect to advertisement, because my videos are not meant for entertaining. They are not meant to engage a huge amount of people. They are meant to teach. To teach, sometimes it can be seen as boring, it can be seen as like a not entertaining videos, but my focus is on quality teaching. And if I have to have that focus, of course, I cannot rely on advertisement because that's not the way it works. So I thought, okay, let's give something back in a way that I also get something back. So this is like a good mix. Now, what is currently available in the Git server? Because basically there is already a bunch of repositories available, and as time goes on, I'm gonna increase the amount of content that I cover within this Git server. So if you decide to support me on Patreon, right now you will see this content. So there is one repository for a bunch of CVs that I analyzed. So here are the various CVs, not much right now, but I hope to increase this number as time goes on. Sometimes there is a related video, sometimes there is not. Then there is a repository for working with Bird Suite. So like how I create templates and stuff like this, extensions. There is a repository which contains a simple implementation of the chip8 interpreter. So this is just for my own personal learning. Maybe in the future I can make a series on that if you're interested. there is the repository for all my materials, and going forward into the future, I decided that I'm gonna make the videos freely available as always. But the material for the video, I will only upload them within this Git server, because before they were also available on GitHub. However, I think it makes sense to ask for something in return if you want to get access to the material, while the video is still free for everyone. So if you really just want to watch the video, you can do it without subscribing. Then there is a repository for capture the flag challenges. So not much right now, but I hope to increase it as time goes on. So these are interesting capture the flag write-ups. There are repositories for all the courses that I've done, so Windows, Linux, Practical Web Exploitation, and also Active Directory, which is the series that I'm doing right now. So basically what I did is I combine all the material in a easy way to access, because now everything is in this repository, and if I want to expand to add more content later on, I can just do it within the repository itself, so it's easier. I have a simple CV generator from HTML, and then I have the material for the certification, BSCP and OSCP. Now the OSCP certification, this is also publicly available, while for the BSCP material, this is not currently publicly available. And as you can see, this repository contains a bunch of notes on the normal labs and on the practice labs, and also checklists and cheat sheets. So I hope it's useful. And of course, if you create an account, you can also create a new issue. So you can put an issue and say, look, this thing has to be fixed, this thing has to be changed, stuff like that, and I will just fix it within the repository. And finally, we have the .files. So my configuration files, right now there is for i3 and Emacs. And in the future, I'm going to put more stuff. So for Emacs, I have two configuration, one minimal and the other with EXWM. So these are the configuration that I actually use. And then here I have a bunch of extra Emacs Lisp file code. For example, this tool.el contains a lot of code that implements a simple routine that I use for my daily work, basically. So for now, that's the idea. Like I showed everything, so hopefully you get a good picture of what contains this Git server. And in the future, when I release new videos, the material for the videos you will find in the Xstamp video notes. And so if you want to join, basically you subscribe and then you should get an email back. And this email should contain the initial credential that you can use to access the service. Once you access the service for the first time, you just have to choose your own new password and then you are good to use the service. And within the service, you can access all my content, the one that I showed. This is it. If you're interested in that, you can go into Patreon, you can subscribe. Of course, I would appreciate very, very, very much. I work hard to make meaningful content. It takes a lot of work, and I give my content out for free. So I would appreciate if you want to support me. But rest assured, the videos will remain for free. So that's it. Let me know what you think, and to the next video where we will analyze some more technical stuff.